Hey guys, what's up? Today I got an RU match. This one is against WhiteAipom, and yeah, today was kind of weird. I went to have an RU match on the Wi-Fi Battle Finder, and this one guy joins, right? And he's like, "What's RU stand for?" I'm like, "Are we actually gonna battle, or do you not know?" And he's like, "Oh no, I will battle. I just wanted to know, right?" I'm like, "Okay, it's rarely used." And then we're about to join, and he's like, "Oh, I think I have one or two OUs," and I'm like, whatever. Let's see what they are. Maybe it's not so bad. Yeah, his team was Skarmory, Blissey, Metagross, Gastrodon, Hydreigon, and some other OU. I'm like, what? Anyways, back to this battle. I'm gonna lose Aggron because I figure Gallade and Typhlosion, they're both gonna attack me, and I can hit him with a Metal Burst. And if it's Uxie, I can get my Stealth Arcs up, and the worst thing he can do to me is like Thunder Wave me or perhaps Yawn, but it's like that doesn't really care about. Um, I was a little worried he'd want to switch out. So I went for the Stone Edge, knowing that it should be able to kill. The only thing is, I'm like, wait, if I miss, but again, if he switches out to like Uxie or something to, take the Metal Burst, because I mean, a lot of lead Agrons have Metal Burst. That's sort of their point. That and Stealth Rocks, I guess. I don't know, whatever. It ends up working out. I do hit him. I do kill him. So yeah, that's perfect. He's gonna lead with his not lead. He's gonna bring in his Gallade, which is a little worrisome, but I'm like, you know what? I don't really care. Aggron kind of did its job. I got a kill. Typhlosion was going to be a worry because I don't have anything scarfed on this team. I mean, I do have a speed booster, but he goes for the Shadow Sneak, and it doesn't kill me. And I'm like, why did you use Shadow Sneak? Like, I don't know. I mean, I guess he was predicting me to switch into Rotom, but does that mean he doesn't have, like, Psycho Cut? Because Psycho Cut would have killed me. Because Shadow Sneak's only base 20 power there, and Psycho Cut would be 52.5? Something like that? I don't know, whatever. He kills me now with a Drain Punch, but I was able to get an Endeavor off. I figured it's better than Stealth Rocks because, yeah, his team is wallish, but a lot of them resist it, so it's like, I don't really care. I'm going to go with my Gallade. I figured he might want to go for the Shadow Snake, that or switch to Pharaoh Seed, but I'm like, you know what? I'd rather hit him with a close combat. Shadow Snake with leftovers shouldn't do too much damage. But he doesn't even go for it. I don't know why. I'm not sure what he was going to go for. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to switch to my Talia as he goes into his Uxie. I don't want to get paralyzed just yet. I was considering going for the Swords Dance, but he's going to get a crit on the Psyshock, though, and that tells me that he's probably going to be offensive. Because Psyshock is kind of a weird move. I mean, if it's your only attacking move, Psychic works because it's stronger and it can get the special defense drops occasionally. I'm gonna go for the Toxic as he switches into his Pharaoh Seed, which I figured he would do, but I'm like, I don't want to switch out and take a Psyshock on anything else. I could have went for the Roost. That probably would have been a better idea, but whatever. I go to Sceptile, figuring he's either going to set up rocks or go for the Leech Seed. And if he goes for Thunder Wave, I've got Heal Bell on my Altaria, so it's not really that big of a deal. But he goes for rocks. I'm going to go for the Substitute here, thinking he's going to go for Thunder Wave, but he's just going to Gyro Ball me, which is okay by me. I don't really care. I'm going to go for the Hidden Power Fire at this point, after leftovers and everything. There's Hidden Power Fire. And it's going to hit him. I don't think it's supposed to kill, but I am going to get a crit. I'm pretty sure the damage should be around 70%, I'm going to say, assuming he's max physical defensive, and since he has a Munchlax, I'm pretty sure he is. And this is part of the reason why I like using knockoff so much in like RU and NU, because Munchlax, Pharaoh Seed, Gligar, Tangela, all these Pokemon, Violate really helps them. Knockoff, no longer a problem. I mean, with leftovers, it's not so much. But yeah, if you knock off a Violate, that really cripples a bulky Pokemon. Anyways, I'm going to go for the Leech Seed as he goes for the Body Slam. And I'm just like, okay. So that's good, because that means he's probably not a curse set. Because if he was, and he knows already that I'm a Subseeder, so it's like, well, he knows I have Substitute, and not many have Substitute without Leech Seed. A couple of the old ones had like Leechy Berry or whatever, but those aren't technically legal because they're not released yet. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna switch into my Gallade, and he's gonna switch out to his Uxie. I'm gonna go for the Swords Dance because I figure Psyshock I can take. He is gonna hit me with the Signal Beam, which does like absolutely nothing, and I'm gonna go for the Shadow Sneak. And I think at this point I decided to switch Shadow Sneak off. I'm gonna put Night Slash instead because Shadow Sneak is super effective. Close combat's not. is resisted, but close combat's still stronger. It's still base 90 as opposed to 80 on Shadow Sneak. And yes, it lets me go first, but I have max speed and I'm base 80, so it's like it's not that good. I mean, it's okay for priority, but as far as typing goes, Ghost is really not that great of a priority type. Um, I don't know. It's okay, but it's like I don't know. It's whatever. I know as soon as I take it off, I'll need it. So it's whatever. I go for the close combat as he goes for the Calm Mind. I guess thinking he'll want to switch out. I'm not really sure why he Calm Mind there, but I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just fodder out my Gallade. Yeah, he'd be good for his Munchlax, but you know what? I have a Rotom that I'm thinking walls him. Um, so it's not a big deal. He's gonna switch to his Gabite here. I'm like, he outspeeds me naturally, and he might be Scarf, so I'm just gonna go for the Shadow Sneak here, which actually kind of ruins my previous statement about it not being very useful. I mean, that's nice damage, but that is again +2. So it's like it's a 2-hit KO at +2, so it's not likely going to happen. Like usually it's a revenge kill tool, right? And it doesn't really do that much damage. I don't know. It's okay, I guess. But I'm gonna switch to my Rotom here because I'm naturally faster, and if he's Scarfed, being the only way to outspeed me, he's locked into Earthquake, so I'm fine. I'm gonna go for Hidden Power Fighting because he's obviously gonna switch to his Munchlax. Unfortunately, that does like really little damage. I'm gonna switch out here, thinking if he has the Crunch, he's obviously gonna go for it. And the fact that he's going to go for the Body Slam tells me either he's like really great at predictions or he doesn't have Crunch. And I'm thinking it's the latter. So that means that my Rotom like completely walls this, and even if he has Rest, then it doesn't matter because he can't hit me. And yeah, he's going to get paralyzed too, which is kind of unfortunate, but you know what? Not a huge amount of deal. I mean, I am still faster, and I'm going to do pretty well on the RNG for a little while. I'm going to get a Roost off. He's going to Body Slam again. I'm going to go for another Roost just to heal up a little bit more. And he's going to go for the second or third Body Slam. Excuse me. And that's fine. I'm going to be at a big chunk of HP. At this point, I'm like, should I Toxic? But if he has immunity, then that won't do anything. Plus, I'm probably going to get paralyzed eventually. So I want to go for the Cotton Guard just to get my defenses up. That way, I'll be taking less damage. And that's what I'm going to go for. And he's going to switch out to his Gabite at this point. Not really sure why he stayed in so long to let me get up free Roosts. I guess expecting me to go for the Dragon Pulse at some point, but I actually don't have it. This is my purely support move set, like, you know, infinite tanking Altaria because max special defense and HP and Cotton Guard. Look at this. This is a Choice Banded Outrage Stab from a Gabite. I mean, it doesn't have the greatest defensive. It's like 90-something, 95, 97, somewhere around there. But still, that didn't kill, and it's Stab super effective. Choice Banded, and I have no defensive investment. That +3, like, was amazing. Unfortunately, I get paralyzed. I was just going to go for the Roost, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, whatever. Altaria's, you know, whatever. I figure I just don't want to waste it. Might as well use it to let me know what type he is. But, you know, so because I know he's banded, I'm going to switch into Sharpedo, go for the Protect, get my speed boost up. If he was Scarfed, he'd still be faster than me because, again, I'm Adamant. And, yeah, he'd outspeed me. So I get my Protect. I know +1's good enough. I'm going to go for the Waterfall. I should have won for the Earthquake because that probably still would have killed him and I wouldn't have got hit by rough skin, but whatever. It's not really a big deal in the long run. He's going to switch into his last, which is his Munchlax. I'm going to go with the Crunch, just hoping to get the defense drop, and I'm actually going to get it. I thought I wouldn't, but it is 20%, so it's a decent little chance. You know, I mean, actually, at this rate, it would have been better for me to go for the Waterfall for that 20% chance to flinch, because his Body Slam is easily going to take me out here. But I didn't think it would do that much damage, to be completely honest. But yeah, so switch to my Rotom here, and I figure if he has Crunch, whatever. I'm just gonna go for the Power Fighting. It does kill him, and we don't even get to decide. We don't even get to see if he has Crunch, but he told me he doesn't. He has Rest, Sleep Talk, Earthquake, and Body Slam, so there was like 0% chance of him being able to win. So that's the battle. I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a pretty nice match, and I'll see you all tomorrow.